Hey, Shalom. Kal halalim la Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone, and a hearty, wholesome shalom to the prophets of our body, and shalom to the 144,001 May peace and blessings and the spirit of endurance be upon you and your households as we approach the end, and the end is nigh. This nightmare is almost over. Okay? Now, what you see on the screen is, two-thirds or unelect, right, of our people that have taken the consolation prize or the trinkets of this world to so-called make it. And they've done things behind closed doors which they are ashamed of. And they've done things behind closed doors they don't like to talk about. All right, but they're so hot to get in front of in front of the camera and be on the silver screen and make those millions and have a lavish lifestyle, not knowing that on this side, good is called evil and evil is called good. Okay, and this is what you can see on the screen here. All right, you see an Edomite here, this ugly motherfucker here. Pardon my French. I hate this fake royal family, and they're the ugly. Edomites are ugly, man. You call this guy royal? Look at this. This guy looks like a king. It's an Edomite devil here, man, with his inbred melted looks. All right. You see a Jake here, right? Idris, that's an Israelite. All right. And okay, Zabak, he's an Israelite. He's not a Hamite. Okay, Idris is not a Hamite. Okay. HOI call Idris Elba. Come on, man. Idris Elba a Hamite? Are you serious? Does he look? Even though we look like everybody, but he's got the template. He's a Judite. Look, that's a Judite. Judah, Benjamin, or Levi, right? 6'2", 6'3", dark-skinned brother, right? Even though, he's still a brother, but, he'll be a brother in the kingdom once he's in his right mind. Okay? You see an Edomite knighting a Jake. He's a, the real knights of of the round table, however you want to say, the knights of the ancient world, the so-called dark ages, the men who wore the armor were so-called black men. That's our thing. All right? So the nightmare is going to be over soon. Okay, all this upside. This is a freaking upside down world. Look at this freaking scene. This is upside down. Look at this ugly, worm-filled, pus-filled Edomite. Probably smell like piss and hot dog water mixed together, right? Right? And Idris is standing below this this person. Man, this nightmare is almost over. This freaking upside down world, man. Where these damn devils believe all the delusional lies from their Hollywood movies and all the bullshit spewed and made up by these damn devils, where they painted the likeness of their images, and I believe that's from. Let me just before I quote, is it Second Maccabees or First Maccabees? I'm just gonna go to my phone. 1 second. Painted the likeness of their images, King James Version. Yeah, First Maccabees 3:48. I'll go to my phone for this one. First Maccabees 3:48 in the King James Version, and laid open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. They so-called whitewashed everything. All right? Psalms 83. Okay, they all came together, all the nations collectively, to cut us off from being a nation, so that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Okay, that's why people bug out thinking, Israelites? We're not Israelites, they say. Huh? Those people are the ones in Tel Aviv. That's what they think. In the biggest fagged out area in the world, in Tel Aviv. They think that those are the people of the Lord. This is hell. But this nightmare is going to be over soon. All right? This scene here should let you know we are in hell, man. Okay? Jake's bowing down to crackers in 2026. The Edomites like this piece of shit here. Fake King Charles. All right? We're at the end of this MFer, man. Job 14 verse 5. There are bounds that these devils cannot pass. We are at the end. Okay? No more upside down world. No more fags, no more dykes, no more PDF files, no more fucking hearing stories of Edomites with dogs and animals and cats and shit. All these foul stories we got to hear about, man. No more, no more abominable so-called food, right? We're at the end of this piece of shit world, this piece of shit kingdom, man. All right, and Lord willing, man, you know, as Benjamin would say, it can't come soon enough. You know, it can't come soon enough. It frustrates you, man. I hate these damn devils with a passion. I tell you. You know, like that song, man. I forgot. I always quote this song by Mobb Deep. You know, what's this song? Yeah, it's P rapping saying, you know, I'm tired of waiting. Let's get it on. You know, obviously, you know, Mob was talking about, you know, the East Coast and the streets, the projects, and you know, Jake's beefing with each other. You know, the curses, right? But in that song instance, when he's saying, I'm tired of waiting. Let's get it on. I'm tired of waiting, man. I'm not tired of waiting. You know, Salakia, Lord. Slakia Havashim Yashai. I'm not tired of waiting. We're patiently waiting, but we're eager is a word. I would say eager is a word. Let's get it on, man. You know? Lord willing, let's get it on. All right? Lord willing, we can make it to the finishing line. We're at the end of this fucking kingdom, man. Fuck this. Oh, I hate this fucking place. Let's go to some scriptures. Salakia for the lingo. Man, you know, just seeing that image there and seeing an ugly son of a bitch, King Charles, and his ugly ass, inbred, ugly, ugly, ugly family. You crackers are ugly, man. All right? And if any of your children look decent today, they're not probably crackers. Their dads are probably Jakes. Hence the reason why you got some exotic looking, what people assume are white people. They're not. They're probably Jakes. All right? Whose fathers are probably so-called black or Hispanic and Native Indian. You fucking crackers are ugly motherfuckers, man. Straight up. And you're meant to be the royals? Get the fuck out of here, man. Salakia for the lingo, man. It's just frustrating. Let's go to some scriptures, man. We are at the end of this upside down world, man. No more of this. Okay? All you Edomites that want spiritual power, you want to be like Christopher Reeve. You're going to end up like Christopher Reeve, man. Christopher Reeve, that faggot, wanted to be Superman. All right? Ended up in a wheelchair, man. Okay? He ended up in a wheelchair. Okay? The only way you crackers are ever going to have some kind of spiritual power and wear a cape or a mantle or fly around lifting buildings and helicopters and shit. All right? Flying around. Okay, it's only on the silver screen in movies, make believe. You will never ever have the ability to be young, comely. You never have the ability to be an Israelite. Number one, you never be comely. You'll never live forever. You'll never be able to fly. You'll never have spiritual power. You'll never be strong. All right, you'll never be in a rulership position again. You crackers have a horrible heritage. You heathens, okay, you have I would say, a second level of a horrible heritage, if I can use that term. Meaning that you heathens, after 1,000 years of slavery, you not the ones that aren't Edomites, you know, like you Elamites and you Moabites, you Ammonites, you know, who I said there was East Indians, Gooks, Chinese, and you know, your Slopes, your Japs, right, and other heathen nations. You're going to have 1,000 years of slavery, but the good thing that you have is that you will be under our subjection, but you'll be living in peace also. But you'll be under manners, bruv. I mean, not bruv. You'll be under manners. You understand, slave? You'll be under manners. Meaning you won't even look us in the eye. We'll be looking down at you, devil. All you fucking heathens, man. Job 14 verse 5. All right? And all you fucking want to be Christopher Reeves out there, you Edomites, all you heathens on horses, right? You're going to end up like you're going to end up in a wheelchair like that punk as well, man. All right? That's why the Lord did that to Christopher Reeve. Calling himself Kalel, all powerful and shit. Then they use a fag like Marlon Brando to play his dad. Calling himself Jerel. I bequeath thee my son and all that kind of shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Job 14 verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Okay? There's a limit, an expiration to your rulership, you fucking cracker. You honky, you Edomite. You know, I'm just passionate. You know, this is just the Lord putting the spirit on me just to be what's the word? Verbal. Verbal with the I'll just say, I'll just use the term verbal in bold, in red, with a bold underline. I'll say that, right? Okay. Job 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, like a loaf of bread, expiration date, the 21st of June, right? 2026, hypothetically speaking. All right. Now, we've gone past the expiration date of this kingdom. Now, what Esau's doing with his kingdom is trying to put it in a refrigerator and trying to prolong it. That ain't going to happen. All right. Project Looking Glass, you crackers have seen what time it is. You know what you've seen. You've seen Israelites ruling. You damn devils in subjection and chains around your neck. All right. You honkies, man, you've got a horrible heritage, man. All right. Okay. All that fakery, man. You know, you're the ninth. You're the most high. You're Yahweh Shai. All right. You're the angels. You're the Israelites. You're Moses. You're Kalel. You know, you're the last. You're the American ninja. You're the last Mohican. Right. You're the last samurai. You fucking crackers. You Edomites. You so-called Caucasian people want to be everybody who you really are. You're an Edomite. You're a cave dweller. Listen. It's in your name, Caucasian. What does Caucasian mean? Cave dweller. Right? Captain Caveman. Remember that cartoon from back in the day? Shit, I used to watch that as a child. Along with Roadrunner and all that back in the 80s. Beep, beep. Hey, man, that could be an Ephraimite because I'm being slightly like a silly dove this morning. Salakia, you know? All right, Salakia. Man, you know, we feel exhilarated in the spirit, man, because man, our kingdom is coming, bruv. You know what I mean? It's coming, man. It's coming. All right, but we got that last little 100 meters to go, man. You know? Remember, all this is not our rest. This is a marathon. And we're at the end of this MFR, man. We're at the end. This ain't 2,000 years ago. This ain't 1492. This ain't 1592. This ain't 1972, man. This is 2026. And Yahweh Shai is around the corner, man. Ready to make his second entrance. Okay? Boy, you people are in trouble, man. And Brakti Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, man, for blessing us and making us Israelites. You could have easily been born a heathen. Whew. I shudder to think. I shudder to think. You know what I mean? Brakti Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Tawada Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Kal Halalim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. All right? Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Okay? We're going to a righteous world, an ancient world, man. Okay? No more calling good evil or evil good. No more upside down world, man. No more. No more. Okay? And destruction to you damn devils. That's what's coming to you. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. All right? Being a man, being masculine. Oh, that's that. Oh, what's that term that these bitches use, man? You are. What's that word they use on those? I forget the word. Basically, being sexist is another word for being sexist. Okay? Oh, you're sexist. You know? A man and woman should be equal. Okay? A man and woman are not equal. It doesn't mean that you're going to hurt the woman or hurt her or put her in a corner and kick her in the mouth or something. No. If she's a decent, lovely Israelite woman, she'll be cherished, she'll be taken care of, but she's just got to behave like a woman. What do you women like about that? You women don't want to be taken care of? You don't want to be at home, looking beautiful for your husband, keeping the house clean, keeping the children right? You don't want that? The only thing you got to do is take care of your man. That's it. You don't have to go to the office. You don't have to go to the factory. You don't have to drive an Uber, you know? But you women you really want this world? That goes to show, man, a lot of you women, man, need to go as well. All right? That want this world. And a lot of you women have been brainwashed okay, by these, what do you call them? Influences, because they're to YouTube influences to influence your mind, which is basically witchcraft. And witches need to be put to death. All right. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto you, destruction unto you. Okay? A few more prophecies to go, bruv. We're just waiting, man. We're just waiting. You know? Just waiting. Waiting for this place to fall, this kingdom to fall, man. Waiting for these damn devils to say, okay, the pound is no more, the dollar is no more, the euro is no more. This is the new form of currency. Newsflash, you know? You know, like how it's going to be that day, you know? Then we know, you know, that's that done for this world. All right? No more clocking in, clocking out. You know? No more job interviews. That part of his hell is over. That's a barakium. Just think about it. No more job interviews. The Lord Yahweh Shemashah is going to provide for his elect. Didn't the Lord say that his servants shall eat? Did the Lord say that or not? The Lord Yahweh Shemashah said that his servants shall eat. Loosely paraphrasing the scripture there. All right? You're not going to go without. You're going to be good money. Yeah, it's going to be scary. But then what? Yahweh Shemashah is going to show himself even more. When your back's against a wall, when you're afraid, you're scared. You know how you feel sometimes? You feel a little bit jittery sometimes, here and there. Demons jump on you. You pray, say, Yahweh Shemashah, you know, please rebuke Satan. You know, or you say, be gone, Satan, in the name of Yahweh Shemashah, I rebuke you. Get thee behind me, demon, or Satan, you know? And then he goes, then he comes back again. Satan goes around the block and comes back again. But we pray again, you know? Pray without ceasing. All right? Yeah? We're at the end of this place, man. Okay? So we've got a lot to look forward to. I lost my train of thought there for a second, but nevertheless, let's go to some more scriptures. We're going home. You know, Mike Epps' skit comes to my mind. I'm not going to say what he says in the skit. I'm not going to say that. Maybe I should. I've got a giddy spirit this morning, man. You know, when Mike, if you watch Mike Epps, a lot of his stand-ups, you know, when he has that little skit about, you know, when his woman says to him, "I'm going to give you some, you know what today, PUS, you know, the P, right?" And then he's walking around the house all happy that he's going to get some, you know, he's going to get a piece of his woman that night, and he's going to go, "I'm going to get some, you know what? I'm going to get some, you know what? I'm going to get some, you know, I'm going to get some, you know what?" I'm not going to say the word, right? You know what I'm referring to, you know. And in this, you know, we're like that on the right, in the righteous way, in saying that the kingdom's coming, the kingdom's coming, the kingdom's coming, the kingdom's coming. You know what I mean, right? And man, you know, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, you know, when you're feeling down, gives you these spiritual blessings as well, man. Okay. Oh yeah, back to the Satan part I was saying earlier. Satan takes a walk around the block, comes back. You know, when you're afraid, right? Then the Lord give you a little spiritual blessing, you know. And you know, yesterday I was driving and some crazy motherfucker came behind me, driving crazy, man. Right? And I prayed to Yahweh Shemashah, threw up a curse at this motherfucker, right? And obviously he drove off. I wanted to get out of the car and get out. And then I thought to myself, nah, calm down. Don't get into it unless you absolutely have to, right? I really wanted to put my fist down this motherfucker's throat. Slack here for the language this morning. I'm just so angry with this world, man. You know? But, you know, I said, you know what? We get rowdy when we got to get rowdy, only as a last resort. As long as nobody puts their hands on me or mine, you know, we're going to leave it alone. But yeah, as soon as I set the prayer up, man, you know,
and I was angry, and that the Lord, then lo and behold, a car drives by on the right hand side of the road as well. So 555, man. The Lord's hearing prayers. The Lord's giving indication that don't worry, I got you. Lord gives you blessings like that. All right, and that's to keep you going, like in a marathon. When you run, what happens? You're looking for you might, if you do a marathon, a 26-mile marathon, you might be looking out for your wife or your girlfriend in the crowd or on the side. Where's my baby at? She's got some orange for me, or she's got some juice for me. Or you might have your brother there, or whoever, family members along the way every couple of miles to keep you satiated, to keep your thirst, to make sure that you're not thirsty, right? The Lord Yahweh Shemashai makes sure that you're not spiritually thirsty. The Lord's not going to put so much on you that you can't find a way out of it. The Lord will only put on you as much as you can bear in terms of stress and pressure. The Lord Yahweh Shemashai will always come through, man. Always, every time. All right? Every time. Okay? Every time. Okay? And we're going home, man. And the Lord's giving us these spiritual blessings. All right? And I'm not saying this out of bragging or boasting or anything. May Yahweh Shemashai have mercy upon me. I'm not saying that in any shape or form, but I'm going to say it loud, and I'm going to say it with confidence, man, that Yahweh Shemashai is showing himself more, man, via the angels. We see our brothers around us. Shall I say it now? Lord have mercy upon me. I can see the angels now. I can see orbs moving across the wall. I can see on my ceiling. They're cloaked. I can see it. And another brother from Great Millstone in the UK, the one who I don't know his name, man, because the brothers in Great Millstone are deep. But him from the UK, he made a comment on that I see these things moving on the wall. I said, oh, those orbs, man. Those are just the angels. You see the flicker of light, a flash of light. You might be like buttering your toast in the kitchen, and on your right or left hand side, you might see like a person, and he goes, like a big flash of light. Or you might walk in the kitchen, and the kitchen might just light up. I've heard beautiful testimonies of brothers saying in Great Millstone, like where the whole house lit up, bro. The whole house, And I'll give you another one. All right, I was working out, come out of my garage, and it was weird. It was like I opened the door, and it was like the whole world lit up, and it wasn't a flash of thunder or whatever. It was like a huge, big, massive flash. I don't know how to say it, but it was like, man, Yahweh Shemeshai is doing things, man. All right, and we see them chariots on the daily. All right, and once again, may Yahweh Shemeshai have mercy upon me and mine, Mamash Pakya. I'm not saying this out of bragging or boasting. I'm being sincere and honest, man. I'm letting it be known. Yahweh Shemeshai is real and is a real power, man. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's up to you. Those that are outside looking in. But you're going to see soon, man, or our King returns. Luke 21 and 28. When these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Redemption, man. We're going home soon. Fuck those movies, man. Don't look up. We're going to look up. I always look up. I look up during the day. I look up during the night. Obviously being careful, of course, of your surroundings, being circumspect because the days are evil. But we always look up, man. What sign the Lord could give. Sometimes a rainbow could be spiral coming out of the sky like a throne. Like a rainbow. You might see a rainbow over your house. I saw a rainbow over my whole house once. It was just over my house, from the end of the garden to the front of the garden, just over. And like I mentioned again, I was not bragging or boasting. I'm just being real, man. And I'm sure a lot of you brothers out there, like the elder from Great Millstone Lions in Rome, he has some beautiful testimonies, man. We hear some beautiful testimonies about Elder Manati Zakba, one of my favorite teachers, about our elder apostles, Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Ramla, Elder Apostle Rakaya Allah, Elder Apostle, that's three, right? Elder Apostle Gabar, right? And those apostles are not normal men, man. They got a heavy spirit on them, okay? And they've gone through the ringer, man, to get to where they are today, all right? So our redemption draweth nigh, man. So be happy in the spirit. Yeah, you go through what you got to go through daily, your worries, your issues, or whatever. But remember, this is not forever. This is not forever. Okay? In the scriptures, it's mentioned the curses and the blessings, but it also mentions salvation as well. The second Exodus, okay, that the Lord will return a second time. Isaiah 11, 11, and 11 and 12 in the King James Version. It also mentions eternal rulership, okay, and the 144,000, okay, and the elect that and the great multitude. All right, isn't that mentioned? Has that come to pass yet? The slavery part came to pass, did it not? And the Lord is not a man that he should lie, right? So our rulership is coming. We're at the end now, okay? Just got to wait for that charagma, Revelation 13:16, that the Neuralink RFID, is coming to play, man. Now they got it. Now they got it. They got it ready. All they got to do is just mass implement it. All right, and that's the next level. Like that movie, first wave, second wave, third wave. That's the next wave. All right, not Max B, the wave. This is the next wave. The next wave in terms of Esau's plans, so-called plans, his wicked plans. When I said Esau's plans, what came in my mind? You remember the old school cartoon He-Man? Skeletor's laugh. Skeletor's laugh. Because Esau's like freaking Skeletor, man. But anyway, man, our kingdom's coming. All right. So lucky if I was all over the place. But that scene with Idris Elba, man, is upside down world, man. Evil, good, good, evil. Oh yeah, one more thing as well, man. Let me get that last scripture. Servants and horses. That's why Christopher Reeve, it was abnormal for a heathen to be on a horse, man. The Lord made an example of Christopher Reeve, man. 5 to 6 years after his making his final Superman movie, the Lord put that devil in a wheelchair. All right? And no more upside down world. Okay, this is upside down world. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7 will let you know again. I mean, we'll let you know also. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. All right. What did Django say in the movie? Okay. When I believe through the Spirit, since, in the movie perspective, the German doctor, Dr. King Schultz, his name was King Schultz, right? King, right? I'm not even looking at the name of Schultz. Schultz. It could be Schwartz. It could be King Black. Maybe. Possibly. Nevertheless, I see him as an Israelite foreigner. He's from Germany. And because Jake ruled Germany, so he could have been an Israelite foreigner. That's why he's sticking up for Django so much in the movie. And riding with him, and being really fair with him. Because it's probably just a Jake that looked like a white guy. Looked like an Edomite. Possibly. Right? And he's from Germany. But what did Django say in the movie when he's riding the horse? And all the Edomites were staring. Oh, they never seen a nigger on a horse. Yeah? Okay? They never seen a nigger on a horse. That's because we're in an upside down world. All right? And even in modern days, you very rarely see a so-called black man on a horse. When we're the kings of the earth and the spirit power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. All right? This upside down world is going to go. We're going home soon. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon... I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. All right? Who are the princes? The so-called black, Hispanic, and native Indian man. The bulk of the Israelites, as well as the Israelite foreigners that are scattered in every country, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. All right? That's what Christopher Reeve was doing. The Lord said to him, the Lord just said, you ain't no Kalel. You ain't going to ever fly. You're going to be a slave. Shit, might even keep Christopher Reeve in a Superman outfit, right? In the kingdom, picking cotton and whooping his ass. Minus the mantle, of course. He won't be wearing no mantle. All right? And he won't be riding no horse. And he was riding a horse. What did the Lord do to him? Took him off his horse and put him in a wheelchair because he was a servant. He was a servant. And that's where you crackers belong, man. In a fucking wheelchair, on the floor, with your face to the ground, bowing to us in the spirit power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. Praising our power first, and then bowing to us. All right? And our rulership is coming. It's not long. And you, King Charles, you fake-ass King Charles, you knighting Idris Elba ain't gonna help you. You know who you're knighting. You know that you're not a real king. Fake ass image, man. Look at this bullshit, man. Look at this. This shit's gonna be done away with, man. All right? This motherfucker's gonna be on all fours, man. All right? In the kingdom. This son of a bitch is gonna be on all fours. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there now. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Bashem Rakak Kodash, Mawatha Bad Baba, Kwam Yashrala, Shalom.